Hello everyone, my name is Akash and I am biology mentor at SciAstra. This video is going to be very helpful for the students who have pursued biology in the 11th and 12th standard. So as you all know that for biology student, the only aim that they have and that they know is NEET after your 12th standard. I was also a kid like you in my 12th standard and I was also preparing for NEET in my 12th standard, but I came to know about other scopes in biology as well, and I landed in one of the research institutes after my 12th standard through exam known as NEST, National Entrance Screening Test. So there are other options also in biology as a field. Today we are going to discuss those fields only. So let's begin. So what after 12th? There are huge scopes for PCB student after 12th standard, as you can see here. You can pursue veterinary sciences, which is like a doctor of animals. You can go in pharmacy, you can do nursing science, you can go in medicine, you can do well in basic sciences, and you can also go in agricultural sciences as well. So you can say here that medicine is one subpart in this field of biology. There are other huge scopes in this field also. Let's see them one by one. First and the foremost thing is NEET UG, which is favorite of all the students, and through NEET UG you get admission in MBBS, where you get to study about human physiology, human medicine and other things, and after your degree you become a doctor, है ना? But this field is not restricted up to MBBS. After MBBS also there are specialty and super specialty courses. So you have to invest a large amount of time in order to get a good position in this field. Okay. So this is one of the favorite fields of every student after 12th standard. But there are many other scopes in biology as a field, because we know that NEET UG, it has only limited seats and not every student can get admission in MBBS through NEET UG. Why? Because every year more than 22-23 lakh students appear in NEET, but seats are very limited. So that's why I want you to know other fields as well, like veterinary sciences. It is also a doctorate in case of animals. Okay, so in my time veterinary sciences, they were taking admission in veterinary sciences via ICAR exams, but in today's time they also take admissions through NEET UG. Okay, so if you have got a decent rank in NEET UG and not getting an MBBS seat, then you can of course apply for veterinary sciences, and after doing your veterinary sciences UG and PG courses, you can get a very lucrative career there. Like you can become an animal doctor, you can become a livestock officer, you can become a bovine officer, and all these positions are group A gazetted jobs, and you get a level A pay grade via these jobs. Okay, and the competition is comparatively very less as compared to NEET. Okay, there are other career options also. Let's see them. Agricultural sciences. This is also similar to veterinary sciences. Earlier, veterinary sciences and agricultural sciences were taking admissions through ICAR exam, but now I think this has also been changed. They are also taking admission through NEET UG only. Okay, and after doing the degree, the UG and PG degree in the agricultural sciences, you can become an officer in the field of agriculture. Like you can become agricultural scientist, you can become scientific officers in agricultural institute like ICAR. Okay, and all these positions are again group A gazetted positions where you get a handsome salary which is comparable to an MBBS doctor or a practitioner. Okay, so this is also a very good job. Okay, let's see other options here. Pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. After the surge that you have seen of COVID, this industry has seen a boom. And if you have done a professional degree in pharmaceutical industry, then you can of course earn a lot. But I must tell you here that government job in this industry is paying less as compared to the private jobs. If you have the capability to open your own pharmacy, then you can earn a lot. You can earn more than what group A gazetted officers earn, because pharmaceutical industry or a pharmacy that you will open is kind of business, and you know that business have a lots of potential. Okay, so the degree here, the formal professional degree that you pursue in this field is B Pharma, D Pharma. These kind of degrees are there in case of pharmaceutical industry, which take admission every year through such exams like BITSAT, WBJE, AMCT, GPAT, UPSEE, AU, AIMEE. So it varies state by state. Okay, but the degree remains the same. Okay, now let's see other career options also. Nursing. Specifically for girls, nursing has a huge scope. Especially, I must mention here army nursing officers who are known as MNS, Military Nursing Services. In these services, girls are mainly in focus, and they join there as an MNS, which is an officer's post, and they get all the salary as well as other amenities just like the army officers. It is also a UG course, which is of course a nursing course, through which you will be taught everything regarding this field in this 4 years, as well as you will be given a chance to practice nursing in your final year, and after that you will be directly recruited in the army as an officer, as a nursing officer. Okay, earlier they used to take admission via a separate nursing exam, MNS, but nowadays they are also taking admissions through NEET UG. So they actually make a separate qualification marks for through NEET UG exam. After that they do an interview as well as a physical round, and after that if you are able to qualify, then they take you in their degree programs, and after your degree program you will be directly recruited in the army officer post. Okay, so it's a very lucrative job, especially for girls. Okay, there are other institutions also which offers this degree like AIMS and other also, but yes, these two are my favorite jobs for girls if they want to pursue nursing. Okay, AIMS, BSc nursing and MNS. Okay, let's see other things. Now the last one thing that I want to tell you is the basic sciences. People usually say that basic sciences, which is BSMS programs or BSc MSc programs, they underrate it. But let me tell you, it has a huge potential, because basic science is the mother of all the science and all the subjects. Okay, so basic science actually opens all the scopes for you if you are doing it properly with right intent and right motivation. Okay, it offers you government jobs, it offers you private jobs, it can offer you any kind of technical job if you have done all the things in a very well manner. Okay, We know that there are state university which offers UG PG programs in case of basic sciences, but there are national institute which also offers UG PG programs for in this field, basic sciences. Okay, like there are exams like IIT, NEST, UPST, CUET, which offers UG programs, also PG programs from a national institute. Okay, IIT is ISER aptitude test, through which you will be admitted to ISERs. There are 7 ISERs in our country which are nationalized and they offer this program. There is National Entrance Screening Test, NEST, through which you can go into institutes like NISER, National Institute of Science, Education and Research, as well as CEBS, okay, Center for Excellence in Basic Sciences. You can of course give UPST exam to get admission in colleges like ISCS, in which CV Raman has done his Nobel Prize winning research. And you can of course give CUET exam, through which you can get admission in institutes like Delhi University, BHU, AMU, etc, etc. Okay, so these are the premier institutes which offers these degree programs, and after doing these degree programs you can of course get a good job with decent salaries. Okay, and there are other options also. If you are interested in research and want to pursue research or higher studies, you can of course apply for PhD programs and postdoc programs after the UG and PG degree from these colleges. So let me tell you from very scratch, after 12th class, what are the various exams and where you are going to be from those exams. Let's discuss that thing. Okay, so if you have completed 12th class and you belong to PCM or PCB or PCMB stream, you can give CUET, UPST, IIT and NEST exams as I mentioned in the previous slide. Okay, from CUET you are going to land up in colleges like DU, BHU, JNU and other central universities. Okay, competition is there but not as much as NEET. Okay, you can also give exams like IIT, ISER aptitude test, from which you will get admission in ISER, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, and the very premier institute of our country, the best college of our country, ISC, Indian Institute of Sciences, which is located in Bangalore. Now, if you give an exam known as NEST, National Entrance Screening Test, then you will get to go in colleges like NISER and CEBS. NISER stands for National Institute of Science, Education and Research, and CEBS stands for Center for Excellence in Basic Sciences, which is located in Mumbai and Bhubaneswar. Okay. Now, there is one more exam that I want to mention, which is UPST. And from UPST, you will get admission in IACS, Indian Association for Cultivation of Basic Sciences, where I have already told that CV Raman have done his research and he got Nobel Prize for that research also. Okay, all these institutes are premier institute, all these institutes are premium institutes, and they offer degree known as BSMS degree, in which you get a dual degree, bachelor's as well as master's. Okay, now let's see other things. If you have completed your 12th standard and a BS course, let's say bachelor's in some field of sciences, and you want to pursue masters, okay, then which exams you should go with in order to get admission in premium institutes? Okay, let's see here. If you have done BSc in biology, then you can choose 2 career options, either academic or professional. Okay, professional we'll talk later, but academic career, let's see here. You can give exams like JAM or CUET PG exam. Okay, just like CUET UG, there is an exam known as CUET PG, through which you get admission in the master's courses offered by central universities. Okay, and JAM, it's a very important exam because through this exam you get a chance to study masters in IITs and NITs. Also, NISER and ISER also take admissions in MSc or MSc PhD programs through JAM exam. Okay. Now, if you have done BSc and you want to do some kind of job and you want a professional career after your BSc, then you can of course go in industries like biotechnology industry, pharmaceutical industry, and a research assistant. You can work as a research assistant also. Okay? But let me tell you here that after BSc, the amount of pay that you will be getting will be decent. Okay, not very much. But of course, there is a growth, there is a chance of growth in private industries. Okay, let's see. Okay, now if you have done MSc and you want to pursue higher studies, then you have to give certain types of exams through which you will be admitted in a PhD program. Like for India, you have to give exam like GATE and CSIR NET. After you qualify these exams and interview round, you will be admitted in the specific lab that you choose or that you prefer. Okay, and through these exams, mainly people go in labs of institutes like IITs, NITs, ISER, NISER, JNCSR, ISC Bangalore, and many more premium nationalized institutes. Okay, now if you want to do PhD abroad, then you have to of course qualify some of the exams like TOEFL, IELTS and GRE. They are exams that you need to qualify, but qualifying exam doesn't mean that you will get admitted automatically in some abroad institutes. Okay, after qualification you have to go through a rigorous interview round, and after you do well in those interviews, then only you will be permitted to go there and do your PhD research. Okay, so qualifying these exams doesn't mean that you will surely get PhD abroad, but yes, if you qualify these exams and give and perform well in interviews, then of course you will get PhDs there. Okay, now next thing, if you don't want to pursue higher studies after your MSc and want a professional career, then what else can you do in your professional career? Let's see. There are huge scopes of fields in government industry, in government field, as well as in private industries also. Okay, like if I tell you about government industry, Food and Safety Officer, BRC, Bhabha Atomic Research Institute, they hire every year scientific officer from all the fields including biology. Okay, you can become scientific officer at ISC, at ICAR. You can also become patent officer via exam named as CGPTDM. Or else, if you have qualified CSIR NET exam and you want to become an assistant professor, you can of course give exams specific for assistant professor and teach in colleges for UG students. Okay, you can go in food and beverage industries. And if I talk about private industries, coaching institutes, private coaching institute has a huge scope and a lucrative career if you are interested in teaching. Okay, pharmaceutical industry is also very lucrative in terms of salary and growth. Okay, so it is not like after MSc there is no scopes of job as people think. There is a huge scope of job if you have right kind of skills that are required for these jobs. Okay, let's see other things. Okay, now let's talk about the stipend or the salaries that you get if you pursue an academic career after your MSc program. Okay, we know that after MSc the further higher study is PhD. Okay, if you are doing PhD from India, then your career looks like this. For the first 2 years, you have to work as a JRF, Junior Research Fellow, where you get a good salary or a stipend of 37,000 rupee, along with free residence. Okay, if there is no free residence in your college, then of course you will get the HRA. Okay, after 2 or 3 years you will be promoted to SRF, Senior Research Fellow, where your stipend will be increased to 42,000, which is approximately equal to an average government job. Okay, if you are PMRF holder, then you get 70,000 to 80,000 rupee per month as your stipend. Okay, but you have to perform well in order to get this stipend. Okay, and the academic requirement for PhD, in order to do PhD, is MSc plus CSIR NET exam. If you haven't qualified CSIR NET exam, there are other exams also through which many institutes take PhD scholars under them. Okay, after your PhD, you can of course join for the postdoctoral fellowship programs, where you will be paid handsome more than PhD scholars. Okay, in India it ranges from 50,000 to 1 lakh rupee. It depends on the lab and the institution in which you are doing your postdoctoral fellowships, but yes, it starts with 50,000. Okay, it can go up to 1 lakh also. Okay, and the academic requirement for this position is that you have done a PhD. Okay, now next thing. Okay, if you want to go in professorship after MSc, you have an opportunity to become an assistant professor, and if you have done PhD, then you can become you can be promoted from assistant professor to professor and furthermore. Okay, now for an assistant professor in India, it starts with 70,000 and it goes on. Okay, it's a grade A job, है ना? So the career growth is huge if you have done a PhD. Okay, so after assistant professor, you will be becoming associate professor and then finally professor and furthermore. Okay, along with the salary, they also get other perks also, like the healthcare benefits, like the house and HR. If you don't get a house or a flat in your institute, then you will be of course paid HRA. Okay, and the academic qualification of course for professorship is PhD, है ना, BSc, MSc, NET JRF, PhD, and if required postdoc also. Okay, now next thing, till you haven't got this position, you can work as a project associate or technicians also. Okay, but generally people who have done PhD, they join these positions for a short period of time, because the most lucrative job here is this one. Okay, but till the vacancies don't come, they join for these positions also, because they also get paid a decent salary of 60,000-70,000 approx in these jobs. Okay, now next thing. Okay, you can also choose to become government officials. Okay, there are multiple different kinds of jobs that you can get after you do your BSc, MSc or PhD programs. Like, you can become scientific officer at BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. You can become patent officer through this exam. You can become forensic scientist. There are certain exams which offers forensic scientist post. Okay, you can go in food security posts also, है ना? And these jobs, they also offers a good salary range. ठीक है? Some of them starts with 50,000, but most of them starts with 70 to 80,000, and it goes on and it keeps on increasing. Okay, now if you are interested in private industries, you can join research labs, and they have a huge scope of growth in terms of your professional growth, in terms of salary growth also. Okay, there are companies like Bharat Biotech, Dr. Reddy, Cipla, है ना, Indian Immunological Institute, है ना, Mankind, Dabur, है ना. There are vaccine institutes also, है ना. We all have seen what the vaccine means and how much important they are in corona, है ना. So they also offers a salary range which depends on your qualification. If you are a BSc student, and if you are trying to get a job after your BSc or MSc, they will of course pay you less. But if you have done PhD and postdoc, they are going to give you a good amount of salary. Okay, and it will keep on increasing, of course, because the best thing about private industry is that they offers a huge scope of growth if you have necessary skills that are required for that industry. Okay, now teacher in government school, after you have done your MSc, you can become teacher in a government institution, and like Kendriya Vidyalaya and Navodaya, they offer the positions of teachers and lecturers after your MSc program. But they also they want a certain amount of professional degree in teaching aspects. Okay, so they require B.Ed degree after you have done your MSc. Okay, and if you don't want to teach in government institute, you want growth in your life, then you can of course join private coaching institutions, because they offer a lot more than government officials, government teachers also. Okay, so here the scope of growth is huge. You can start with 50,000 and it can go to lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Okay, just you need is the teaching skills. Okay, so if you are also a student studying in 12th standard and want to pursue research exams after your 12th class, after your boards, then I must tell you that our courses are also going on live now. Our crash courses are going on live. You can of course talk to our support team to get an idea of what research is and what we offer to you, and I'm waiting for you to enroll in our batches. Thank you for listening to me in this video. Meet you in your dream institute.